What's up, everybody? This is The Force of Nature, Spiritual Awakening, and today we will be discussing Neptune in the seventh house. So, first, we're going to break down what Neptune is all about. Neptune is the planet of spirituality, it has to do with ideals, magic, being mystical. But Neptune does bring a fog of haze and fogginess to the table. It has to do with being unsure, uncertainty. So, a lot of times when Neptune is involved, Neptune is going to make things appear one way when it's actually another way. It is linked to spirituality, it's linked to past life, things of that nature. So, now the seventh house. The seventh house is about partnership, marriage, business dealings. Anything that's being coupled up or paired up into has to do with the seventh house. It can also show you your hidden enemies. It can show you joint finances and um, the way that you maneuver in that kind of way also. So we could jump right into this today. Neptune in the seventh house. Men and women. These men and women are dreaming of an ideal partner. However, they can be drawn to partners who will lie, cheat, betray their fucking trust. So a lot of times they will be with people or be drawn to these partnerships that are being very much chaotic, very toxic relationship, destructive relationships that hold within it betrayal, lies, secrets, and secrets can actually be a major theme for these men and women. It could be like almost their relationships is a tug of war, love and war. Partners can manipulate and deceive them. Friends, family, and even in business dealings, all of these things can take place when Neptune is in your seventh house. So you can be paranoid and have a paranoid mind, thinking that some shit is going to happen, some shit is going to go down. A lot of times, these men and women, they can definitely feel confused. Quite often, it can be hard for them to bond with people on the utmost level because they do seek out people purposely, maliciously, trying to deceive them and manipulate them. They're on the lookout for that. So their guards are going to always be on point. It's always going to be alert. So now you men and women, y'all can definitely get out of a relationship and then later get into another one with somebody else. And then when this happens, you can bring in all that past hurt, all the past trauma, everything that went on and took place in your past relationship and actually bring that shit into your new relationship. Being paranoid, thinking that your new partner has something up her sleeve, has something up his sleeve. Um, Eventually, he might try to do some shit to me. Eventually, she might try to do something to me. And that is something that you definitely need to work on because if your new partner is not showing you that type of shit, you don't have to think like they might do it because if you think it and then you start saying it out your mouth, you can manifest your own destiny, your own world, okay? So you do need to get a grip on that. But yes, you definitely can bring in past hurt, things that went on that took place into your new relationship. Another thing with this placement, okay, this is a deep inner fear, okay, that you can definitely struggle with. As I said before, going back and forth and just bringing in that old shit, it really stems from deep inner fear that you hold within inside yourself, things that went on and took place in other relationships, and you're bringing them on. So you can feel the need to want to save your partner and want to heal them. So you're definitely going to be drawn to people that are fucked up, people that are in need, people that have went through things in their life. You could be even drawn to a partner that has been sexually molested or been raped. Maybe she was a hoe. Maybe she was a prostitute. If it's a guy, maybe he was into prostitution, or maybe something traumatic definitely happened in his life. But whatever it is, you do draw out broken people into your life. I wouldn't say that you seek it out, like this is what you're looking for, but it's going to be like the universe is going to have you just, whenever you start being interested in somebody, this person has been through some shit. The person that you start dealing with has been through some real things. And then what ends up happening is that you start feeling like you are the savior. So it's a lot of victim savior situations going on as far as partnerships, and even outside of partnerships, you can also be drawn to people that have been through difficult times in their life, and you could really feel the need to want to help them out, um, heal them from their past hurt, save them from their fucking demons that they have inside of them. Okay, their trauma. You feel like you can take on that weight and really break things down in a way where things will be okay with this person. Okay, now when you are trying to save and heal somebody, you need to understand that sometimes people don't want to be fucking saved, and sometimes people don't want to be damn healed. That's just something that you need to know. Okay, so, and this is what definitely happens. Okay, so you can also have a fear of being alone, dying alone, and without someone to share your world with. This is going to be another fear that you do struggle with. Feeling like you do seek out the ultimate love. You want to be nurtured, you want to be cared for, but you want to be the nurturer. And you want to also care for somebody in that same kind of way, okay? So you can give more to others, and you can really want to do this quite often, very freely. Just give freely of yourself. Somebody that is wounded, somebody that is going through a rough damn time, okay? Now, what? Okay, so the things that you do is the same things that you really want done to you. Okay, so you're stepping up to the plate. You're helping out people. That's helping out people that needs fucking help. And the very things that you're doing is the very things that you need. You need healing. Okay, at times you may need somebody to save you. Okay, this is what it is with this placement. All right, so let's move forward. These men and women also, you do need to pay attention to any legal documents, any documents that you are signing on to, as far as if it's a mortgage, if it has to do with an apartment, or anything that, even a divorce, anything that has to do with legal documents. You really need to be cautious. You need to be alert and aware, okay? Because a lot of times what can happen is that you don't fully read all of the information. The words can be worded in a certain kind of way that you don't fully understand or grasp. Okay, and you could definitely be shysted out of a deal. You could have thought that you were signing something that was a good thing to sign, and come to find out that the shit was full of shit. It's bullshit, and now you owe money back, or now you're caught in a fucking dilemma. All right. Now, you yourself can also be healed in a relationship. All right. You can hold information from your partners and loved ones. So, when you are dealing with people, you can find it very hard for you to freely open up, discuss certain things that went on and took place in your life. You might have a fear that if everything turned out in a different kind of way, and you're no longer in contact with a friend, you're no longer in a relationship with your partner, that they might try to just expose your truth. And you don't want that to happen. So you will withhold information from people that are dear to you. You can bottle it up and hold it inside. All right. You can also have unrealistic expectations on relationships. So you can idolize your partners, putting them on pedestals that they damn sure don't even need to be on, okay? This is what happens with this placement. These men and women, they have big dreams, big ideals, and even big goals. So in a relationship, this is what they really seek out relationships. They feel uncomfortable when they're not in one, even though they can still maneuver in this world without being in a relationship. But this is what they dream of. When they come encounter with people, they see certain things in them that are very intriguing, things that make them want to know more. And because of this, then that's when they start putting the partners on the pedestals. Okay, looking them at them as an ideal woman, looking at them as an ideal man. But now, what ends up happening is that their partners fall short of that pedestal because their partners are going to be who they are, and they're not going to be what you're trying to make them out to be. Okay, so you can it can be like an optical illusion to these men and women when they come to find out that the partners that they put on the pedestal are not who they thought that they were. Okay, so you can find faults and even flaws in your partners, but you find it hard to find the flaws and the faults inside your own ass. Okay, that's something to work on. You can see and pinpoint everything that's going on with somebody fucking else as far as your partners, but you can't seem to figure out what the hell is wrong with you and what's going on with you. This is something you definitely need to look out for because it takes two when you're arguing. It takes two to fucking have a full blown fight. It takes two. So it's a beautiful thing that you can pinpoint what people are doing, what their hidden motives are, what they're out to do. But now, inside yourself, it's like you don't know how to pinpoint that. So, what you do need to do is try to dig deep and uncover, even after arguments or debates that you did have with your partner, with your intimate loved one. Just go back over the conversations and analyze them and really tune into what you really said, how you said it, how it sounded, the vibration of it, and really just pinpoint what your fault and your flaws are, and you'll be fine. So you men and women can keep getting involved with the wrong type of partners time after time. So you can be picky, but when you decide that you ultimately want to be committed to somebody, that could be actually the partner that is really not so good to you. So you can have a poor choice of judgment. Okay, don't get me wrong. You can even get involved with somebody and they could have a lot of good traits about them. However, they might just not be the partner for you. And that's what happens a lot of time with this placement. You get into a relationship with somebody that is cool, funny, charismatic, magnetic, have a lot going on for themselves. Okay, and then what you come to find out is that maybe I should have just stayed cool. Maybe I should have just kept being just friends. But with this placement, these men and women, they want to be friends with their partners. And this is why it's so difficult for them to uncover the veil because they do get into relationships just in that kind of way. The buddy, buddy, you're my homegirl. You know what I'm saying? This is my homie. And things are good for a minute, but then after time goes on, things start to get revealed, things start to change. Your partners start to do other things. You may even do some other things, and shit jumps off, and now shit is different. Okay, but you really do need to pull back those layers on the partners, okay? Because you can find yourself being highly picky, but when you make your choice, it's still like you picked the wrong one. Okay, as I said previous in the video, victim savior relationships is highly potent for this placement. Okay, drawing out your partners who need to be saved. All right, drawing them out. Another thing about this placement, okay, These men and women, they can definitely have and deal with partners that have extreme backgrounds, and a lot of events could have went on and took place in their partners' lives. They could have really struggled, their partners. The Neptune in the seventh house, men and women partners could have dealt with drugs, drug abuse, alcohol, being sex addicts. Okay, their partners could have been molested when they were young. They could have been raped some point in their life. They could have had their innocence taken from them. They could just had a rough life. They could have been thugs. They could have been thugettes. They could have had a rough childhood and upbringing. And their partners could have also been adopted. Could have definitely been adopted. A lot of things can go on with the Neptune in the seventh house, men and women's partners. So, like I said, you're going to feel the need to jump up and save them, to help them, to make sure that they don't get hurt again, to make sure that they're never really that broke again, that they don't have to resort to doing this shit again. Or you might just want to feel like you are being a protector, you're being a provider. Okay, you really have a strong need to jump up in that kind of way. All right. So you can do this though with your partners. Your partners can have a lot of hidden fears and struggles with inside of them. Okay, Neptune in the seventh house, men and women may have felt when they were young that they wish that they could have saved someone in their family or someone that was close to them, surrounded around them. Okay, these men and women saw somebody in their life when they were kids, saw somebody in their life suffering, saw somebody going through pain. Could have been from alcohol abuse, could have been somebody that just had cancer, or somebody that maybe had kidney failures and things as such. But they did see somebody struggle. They saw somebody in a lot of pain, and the person was actually helpless and they couldn't really do for themselves. And these men and women saw this, and they wish that they could have helped the person. They wish that they could have stopped whatever was going on and taking place, and they wish that they could take the pain away. Okay, and this could have very well have been a parent, a grandparent. It could have been an aunt, an uncle, whoever it was. They really wish that they could have took the pain away. That they could have really stopped whatever was going on and taking place. So now, as adults, they grow up and they seem to come encounter with people that are going through crises, people that are broken, people that been beat down, kicked to the fucking ground, just really going through some rough times, and they want to be that person that can just step up and save shit. This is the problem and issue, and it's not a problem, okay? It's not a problem in that sense that you want to help somebody. Okay, but what ends up happening in this placement is that sometimes you're helping people that don't want the fucking help, and in return, your fucking feelings end up getting hurt when this motherfucker decides they want to fucking not fuck with you no more. They don't want to be with you no more. They cheated on you. They you know what I'm saying? They think you're a pushover. This is what happens with this placement because you have such a great fucking kind heart. People will look at that shit and shit on it and piss on it and just kick it the fuck to the side. So you need to just be alert and aware. And if you're gonna help, okay, help to an extent. Or if you're gonna help, make sure you're helping the person that really needs it, not the motherfucker that don't need the shit. You need to knock the Neptune haze of fog of being not quite clear and not sure, and be sure that the person that you're giving your kind nature to deserves it. Okay, so moving back into the Neptune in the seventh house, men and women. Okay, you men and women can get involved with someone who they are truly not. See, that's what I'm trying to say. See, your partners can be even gay in all reality. They can be acting like they are straight and they are not. Okay, you could get in a relationship with someone that is living a double life. They're messing with you, dealing with you, and they got a whole nother situation going on somewhere else. Or they're dealing with you and they're just dealing with somebody else. Okay, this is what I'm talking about with the lies and betrayal. But this is highly potent to uncover eventually that your partner is not who um, who you think that they are. They are actually pretending. So actually your partners are wearing a mask, okay? Your partners are who they are. Like I said earlier in the video, they are who they are. But it's hard for you to pinpoint who they truly are because your partners are going to have a lot of shit going on with them. A lot of things happen in their life, okay? And they can be in a relationship with you and secretly be in love with a man, okay? And it could be a woman and she could be secretly in love with a woman, okay? They can be more interested in the same sex than into you. So you really need to be cautious with this because you could be going on thinking, you could be a woman and you could be thinking, oh, he's in love with me. He loves me, and all of these things like that. And then you can find out that your man is homosexual. Same thing if it is reverse and it's a man. You could be loving on a woman and you love her so much, and then you could find out that she's a lesbian. All right, or that these people are just living double lives. They are not who they are truly, really saying that they are. Now, your partners could definitely not want to reveal that part to you because they want to keep on reaping their benefits and rewards because you're such a kind person and you do have that healing nature and that ability to be able to counsel somebody, be like a therapist. And actually you would definitely be great in counseling, being a therapist, a life coach, even a relationship counselor. So but even though they see that kind of nature, they don't want to fully reveal things like that to you. They want to keep it private. They want to keep it hidden. But you can definitely in this lifetime, and it's not just limited to just one relationship. It's really not. But you can find out that your partners have some things that are hidden, have some things to hide. Okay? They do and they can have the potential to cheat on you, to lie to you, to betray you, and it can really break down the trust factor in you. It can be hard for you to go on and deal with somebody else. And as I said earlier on in the video, that's exactly why when things like this jump off and take place, that's exactly why you men and women will bring old baggage into your new relationships because you felt like you were so deceived to the point that now you cannot trust a damn soul. But the news is you can trust. All you have to do is really get in tune with your partner. Okay, don't brush things off to the side that look a little funny to you, that look a little off to you. Address the situation as soon as it's coming to the head so that you can fully be able to tackle shit on then instead of finding something out later that's going to be ultimately devastating to you. Okay, but definitely this placement is a tricky, rough placement because you do put ideals on partners. You do look at your partners in a glamorous kind of way. Like this is the ultimate love of your life. And then later on, what happens is you find out that they have deceived you in some shape or form. You find out that if you're a woman, you find out that the man is really loving the opposite sex. You know what I'm saying? Loving the same sex, rather. He's loving a man. And same thing with a man. She's loving. You find out these different things, and then you can be just absolutely devastated and heartbroken. As a matter of fact, also. Okay? Like I said, they can be having another life. Okay, so this definitely means that they may have children that they didn't even tell you about. Okay, they may have said they had one and they fucking got four. See what I'm saying? Things like that can go on and take place. Your partners are not who they are saying that they are. Okay, this is not going to be for every single damn relationship that you have. But what's going to be for every fucking relationship that you have? You are going to have partners that will not tell you every single thing that has happened in their life. So, it will be something still hidden. It will be something still hidden at the end of the day, and it doesn't mean even if your partner is not a homosexual, even if your partner is not gay, even if your partner is not living a double life, there's something about your partner that you're not going to know. So maybe your partner could have definitely been into some criminal activity. Maybe they robbed a bank. Maybe they killed somebody. Maybe they shot somebody 15 times and the person almost died and things like that. Okay? And maybe your partner's just not going to reveal shit like that to you because they don't know if you're going to ever open up your fucking fat ass mouth. And this is what it is. And this is what it is. But for the most part, you men and women are great healers. Okay, and you can definitely be healed in a relationship. When you go through hard times and things take place, you can actually come up and find yourself to end up being healed from things that went on and took place in other relationships. But you have to be open and you have to be willing and you have to be fully equipped and able to go through the process. Okay, dig a little deeper. Don't be blown by what's being just presented to you as far as physically. You have to go beyond the physical and you have to get to the soul. And that's just it. So I'm going to end this on this note for now. For future videos to come, I will go into more depth into this placement. Please be sure to check out my online store. It is Grimy Gear at www.grimygear.com. If you need a caterer, I am the chef goddess also. And you can hit me up at Supreme Royale Catering at gmail.com. If you need my husband to do any work to your home, swimming pool, or business, you can hit him up at AronNesbitt90 at gmail.com. His business is Steve's Handy Helpers. He does an amazing job. Okay, so now if you need me to analyze a birth chart for you so you can fully understand and grasp, the price has changed. It is now $50. If you need a synastry chart, composite chart, that will be $70. And another thing, if anybody needs a tarot card reading, be sure to hit me up. It is $30. If you would like it to be love, if you want money, career, or you just want to know about spirituality or your own actual health. However, it is $30 for that individually. Whichever one you decide, it will be $30. So, this has been A Force of Nature, Spiritual Awakening. Love is love. Peace and blessings to you all. And I will holla and I will see you on the next one.